ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. In the fourth chapter, in the yesterday's 3 shlokas set, we saw how a person with Bheda Durshti, Bheda Buddhi, troubles himself, destroys himself. To the extent it was said, Navaitesham Swadate Pathyam Uktam. With so much of Bheda Buddhi in the mana, Uktam Pathyam, the beautiful advice, guidance given, Naswadate, doesn't appear tasty to him. He doesn't like it. Veda Buddhi. Like you have Veda Buddhi with me. How much you are Pathyam I speak to you. Pathyam means what is to be done for our own benefit. Dharma is Pathyam. Moksha is Pathyam. Sadhana is Pathyam. All good advices are Pathyam. But Naswadate, you will not like because you don't like me. There is Bheda Buddhi for you towards me. That's why in the schools, the children, toward whatever the teacher, they have the Abheda Buddhi of some regard, respect. That teacher's subject class, they attentively listen and understand. और जिस टीचर के बड़ी भेद बुद्धि होती है, then you don't even come to class, you don't even listen, you don't even care to listen. Is it not? That's how when we have Veda Buddhi with any friends, relatives, we don't listen not only their good advice, nothing we listen. So, सुनना ही नहीं बस. So the Pandavas spoke so much pathyam to you, but you have Veda Buddhi toward them, therefore nasvadata. It was not giving you taste. How subtle is this point, you see? When the Veda Buddhi is there, from all sources we keep learning for our life. First is that Veda Buddhi hai, to Patyam में स्वाद नहीं लगता. Patyam is the good advice. Then Yoga Kshemam Kalpate Naivatesham. And to such person of Veda Buddhi, there will never be Yoga and Kshema. Yoga is obtainment of the wealth as well as peace. Kshema is sustenance of that wealth and peace. Yoga Kshema होगा ही नहीं उनको Veda Buddhi वाला. He was always afraid of the things. Then Vinnanam vai Madhujendra Parayinam Navidide Kinchit. For such a people have so much of differentiation, separation, divide and rule type. Divide, talk the language of division. For them, there is no ultimate thing to be reached other than Anyat Vinashat. वो अल्टीमेटली नाश ही विनाशी हो जाएंगे, उसके अलावा उनका कुछ भी कोशिश करें कल्याण नहीं होगा. No, it is internationally, universally to be accepted principle. Like any nation develops Veda Drushti with other nations. How long you will develop it? As long as you have powers, weaponry, when they start going away, you get destroyed by them. See what's happening in the scenario of the world. One, there are two ways of saying. One is one, Ukraine pe Russia attack. How many much you will destroy the Ukraine? How much of weaponry you have? It will be over one day. Then you will be attacked. There's one option is this, which is one way of seeing. Totally opposite is other is what? Okay, who is prompting all that? The NATO. Their own way Vistaravada. You all know it. Now, how long they will also be able to do if the other person is very patla, dubla, non-intelligent, non-strong, then तुम्हारा खेल चलेगा. But the other person is like this strong who is showing that now I am occupying Ukraine. Then one by one, the Belarus I will take away, the Venezuela I take away. One by one, when he also occupies those nearby places, he will also become powerful than you. Okay? होगा ना. And if he is more intelligent, He will see which are the nations in NATO, which are the subordinates, which is the leader. Who is the one who is coaxing all or prompting all or instigating all? Is only one USA. If the Russia, after becoming strong, just finishes USA, let us say, first of all, out of fear or out of anything, यानी हम मर रहे हैं उसको मार कर मरेंगे, या आउट ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन कि इसको खत्म कर बाकी सब चूहे भाग जाएंगे, बिकॉज ऑल अदर स्मॉल कंट्रीज आर छोटे छोटे, दे आर ओनली चूहा, बट बिली बिली ये है चुचुंदर उसने इसको मार गिराया मानो. So the US, which has got the power mongering, therefore doesn't want any country to grow. For that, it gives loans and all and occupies their countries, those countries. Like same thing China is trying to do. सब नालायक ऐसे होते हैं. But it won't stay for long, we are saying. Because the policy itself is wrong. There come internal clashes. This is called Bhedavad. But what is said in India is Udara Charitanam to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas is not only within the nation, but beyond frontiers with all the nations and continents. I'm just giving one example what you are familiar with in the world. है ना, तो भेद भावना कभी भी शाश्वत फल शांति नहीं देगा. See, India was divided by the Muslim, Christian, these Britishers, and ruled. How long? As long as division was there. Once they have come again together, Indians, gave up the difference of north, west, east, south, or any of the languages. As one united Indians, when they wanted the freedom, they had to run away those Britishers. एकता आ गया तो भाग गए वो लोग. They divided us. They created भेद बुद्धि in us. When the भेद छोड़ दिया हमने, हम एक हो गए, इसलिए हमको भगाए उनको. अब now again for any reasons, mainly political, भेद is developed. Then a partial portion you may develop because of importance given to that people towards whom you are biased. But in totality, there will be chaos. That's not right. अभेद, हम अभेद है. सारा जीव एक ही है विश्व में. In all the human beings are one. Then all Indians are one. बस जातिवाद होना चाहिए. जातीयवाद, not जातिवाद. जातीयवाद is the only thing which can integrate us. That अभेद दृष्टि है ना. हिंद देश के सिपाही सिपाही सब कुछ एक है, रंग रूप भेष भाषा चाहे अनेक है. There's a गाना. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ विंध्य हिमाचल उत्कल सब एक. That ekavad, it is inherent in our Indians so far. Therefore we are good. But some people on some things solely talk the language of North India, West India, South and East and Central. This will, if it's not nipped at the bud level, slowly it will lead to the division of the nation also later on. Like Telangana, Andhra, they're only the words. But they became so prominent that they got divided only now. If you give value to words and divide on that basis, two gullies also are different, two gaon also are different. Then how long you go on dividing? I'm telling you few examples outside and inside of Veda Drishti. And in the modern politics, what happens, the mad, two enemies of one common enemy become friends and destroy that fellow. Then again they become enemy to destroy each other. See that Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosha. What happened? The MBA Agada, Akade, Mahavikas Agadi is Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं? This concept is wrong, that you have to be dividing each other. Maya और मोर तोरतय माया जय बसकी नहीं जीवन निकाया. मया और मोर तोरतय वाली माया ही सारे जीव निकाय को अपने वश में कर लिया. फिर दुखी हो गए सारे जीव. This is the beauty of the topic. That's enough. Can we explain a lot? Now the next few shlokas are very beautiful, sublime. I am only giving you the gist of each shloka without much of the elaborate examples and quotations of Shastra or any of the logical details. So, he says, Sampannam Goshu Sambhavyam Brahmane Tapaha Sambhavyam Chapalam Strishu Sambhavyam Gnatito Bhayam. That is what. What is that? कि गोषु संपन्नम संभाव्यम. संभाव्य means what? You can very well imagine, expect. संभावना आप कर सकते हो. क्या है? गोषु संपन्नम. That if somebody has lot of wealth, that of the cows, cattle, then he is sampanna. That you can imagine. Because little wealth is, the cows are there, the milk, curd, all that come, it will be sold and you become sampanna. So where there are cows, cattle, he is sampanna. You can relate both of them like that. So to sambhavyam brahmane tapaha. Wherever the brahmana, you can do the sambhavana that obviously he is doing tapasya. For his sake, for his own sadhana, for the sake of the world. So wherever brahmanas are there, you can expect there is tapasya. Wherever the cows are there, you can expect sampada. Sambhavyam chapalam strishu. Women, you always have to expect that they will be chapala. They cannot be stable. It can be put both ways. Women are chapala chitta, or all the chapala chitta can be put in the category of women. वो साड़ी खरीदना चाहते हैं, ये खरीदना चाहते हैं, पर ये खरीद कर फिर उसके लिए रोते रहते हैं, फिर वो भी चाहते हैं, दोनों खरीद के अलमारी में रखते, पुराना ही पहनते हैं. चापलम संभाव्यम चापलम स्त्रीषु चंचल. We seen the story of Urvashi and all. जो स्त्री का मन चंचल होता है मीन्स जो मन चंचल युक्त है वो स्त्री, ऐसा आप मान लेना. What is the meaning of स्त्री or चपलता? बुद्धि with its clear conviction is not behind to support. Therefore chapala. Chapalta happens because of getting carried away the emotions of the mana. That's how they fight with the husband, and suddenly they become loving again, they serve him, and some other day they look as if they are sannyasi. एक एक दिन इतने मूढ़ी मूढ़ी होते रहते हैं. Even in the office also. Sometimes they like the colleagues or the boss. Other time they become cranky, angry. कुछ भी होता ही रहता है. Chapala chitta. Be careful. If the women, she is chapala, just accept it. Don't fight with them. Help them out. You can see in politics also. एक one or two. घूमते रहते हैं एक पार्टी से दूसरे पार्टी में. चपला ज्यादातर. Anyway, chapalam stishu. Then sambhavyam gnatita bhav. In the same way, from the gnati who are not tuned to us and we are not tuned to them because our murkhata, always you have to expect the bhayam. ज्ञातियों से आपका भय. और पांडवों ज्ञाति है, उनसा भय आपको आपके गलत के कारण है उनसे, not because they do any mistake. That will be told in the subsequent 3 shlokas. So he gave a general idea. The cows are there. See, the 4th one they want to convey. He wants to. But to bring attention of Dhritarashtra, the 4th, he gave 3 examples. जैसे जहाँ गाय है तो संपदा होता है, जैसे यहाँ ब्राह्मण है तो तपस्या होता है, जैसे स्त्रियों को चंचल होते हैं, वैसे ही ज्ञातियों से डर होता है. Biggest of the dar is what? Natural dar, which is not negative. Is the more you are close to them because they are jnati. One day they leave us and go, then we become so miserable. Not living and going because of fighting. मर गए मानो, अब इतने दुखी होते. अब जिसको कोई अटैचमेंट ही नहीं है किसी से, anybody dies, he is not worried. There's a good state of mind, experience. जरूरत है, love all, serve all, but no attachment. And it is a next step. He is also not attached to anyone. That he dies and nobody is worried. That is also a great thing. Not worried out of attachment. Out of respect, it's okay. ज्ञाति मजा है। ज्ञात Mahatmas are like that. Even they leave the body, people don't cry. They only worship him. And they don't cry when others die. ठीक है, आगे जा रहे हैं जीव और कहाँ जाए? I'm just telling ज्ञातितः भयम। ज्ञाति बुरे हैं तो एनीवे ट्रबल करेंगे, वो भय। अच्छे हैं तो छोड़ के जाएंगे, वो वाला भी डर है। It is natural. It's the importance of this shloka. Directly to Dhritarashtra is such a good Jnati Pandavas. You behaved with them in such a way that now you have to definitely be afraid of them. There's a direct communication to Dhritarashtra. And the general communication to all of us is what? Any Jnati Bandhu है हमारे चारों तरफ, उनसे कभी ना कभी कुछ भय होता ही है. And the only Jnati Bandhu with whom we can never have fear is Bhagwan, because he is permanent. And lucky that Lord keeps us busy in all faltu things of the world of watching TV and eating food, that fear doesn't continuously poke our mind. You know, the mother, father, they are 85 years old, let us say. They can't live more than next few years. But if that thought is there, how much dukhi the children will become. So Bhagavan keep them busy in the work so that they don't remember it. ये कृपा है उनका, नहीं तो दुख बहुत भयंकर होता है कि माई पेरेंट्स टुक मी और अप मी ब्रॉट मी अप, दे लीव मी एंड गो परमानेंटली, आई कांट सी देम अगेन. That bhaya and dukkha, it won't come because you are kept busy. You know, in the case of Urvashi, Bhagavan what he did to Pururava, he prompted her to leave this fellow and go because he was caught up in her infatuation more than the limits. He got frustrated in the beginning, but later on he used all his wisdom and achieved what Lord wanted to achieve for him through this episode. It was a Leela. He got rid of it. Clear? Now the next one. Tantavopyaita nityam tanavo bahulaha samaha bahun bahutvad ayasan sahantityupamasatam. Tantavaha. Tantava means what? These Pandavas are the ones who are going to create beautiful next generation of people and expand our kula, Kaurava Vamsha, in a positive manner. Tantaha means the Tanotiti Tantuhu. They are the expanders of the Kurukula in a most divine manner. The great people, they are glorious people. Vidura is telling Dhritarashtra about Pandavas. Second is Apyaita Nityam. Apyaita Bahula Nityam is what? Apyaita Nityam is what? You are the one, you gave food and took care of them. When they were children, not that much enmity. उस समय ये राज्यवाज्य की इतनी बड़ा कांक्षा नहीं थी, इसलिए छुटमुट घटनाएं थे, इसलिए उतना नहीं था उनसे एनिमिटी. इसलिए when they were children, you took care of them. तुमने थोड़ा बड़ा किया, not that always angry. कभी कभी काइंडनेस आया होगा. और बचपन में तो लड़ाइयाँ छोटे हैं ना, भीम और दुर्योधन के बीच में. When the issue of discussion or fight is small, then the problem is smaller. But as the cause becomes bigger, now the question of kingdom only, even beyond that, question of killing each other, to that level it came. But earlier, apyaita nityam, you took care of them, remember that. हालांकि ज़्यादा नहीं किया होगा, लेकिन Vidura using that point just to create that emotion in him. एक्चुअली तो किया ही नहीं, हमेशा अपने दिमाग बेटे के ऊपर ही था. बट फिर भी मेनी टाइम यू माइट हैव गिवन देम हैप्पी बर्थडे विशेस, कोई कपड़े वपड़े दिलाए होंगे. रिमेंबर दैट. थर्ड वन इज फोर्थ वन इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कि तनवा. तनवा मीन्स वेरी चिल्ड्रन, स्मॉल, जस्ट नो दे आर ग्रोइंग अप. चिल्ड्रन देन यू, छोटे बच्चे हैं, समझदार हो तुम, प्लीज यू बिकम. सो तंतवः नित्यमाप्यायिताः तनवः. Tantava is the future of our generation, our kula. Nityamapyayita are brought up to this level by you. Tanavaha is the small children they are. अभी थोड़ा मध्य वयस्क में आए हैं तनवाहा, आपसे छोटे बच्चे. These are the reasons we use. यार छोड़ा यार, जूनियर है, अभी एंट्री किया है. ऐसा करके क्षमा करते हैं गलतियों को. Same way, Tanavaha. But the next one is what? Bahulaha Samaha. For so many years, Bahun, because they in their mind have so many people seen and respect for them. Bahun, Bahutvat. Lot of people in the Kurukula, all of them are great, grand, glorious, respectful, respect worthy. Because of this acceptance in their hearts, for so many years, Ayasan Sahanti, they were only bearing with their patience all the dukkha given by you and your children to them. मतलब हमेशा उनके आंखों के सामने गांधारी है, माता उन भीष्माचार्य ग्रैंडफादर, चाचा है विदुर यही, then the Dronacharya is Guru Maharaj, Sri Kripacharya, all of the big people are there in their mind all the time, Pandavas. And toward them, they have Puja Bhavana. Then just to protect that, not to make an issue, they never retaliated and created any fuss for such a long time and went through all the atrocities you created on them because of this reason. बुजुर्गों को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना, ट्रबल नहीं करना, दुखी नहीं करना, ये उनकी मेच्योरिटी थी. अदरवाइज यू वेंट ऑन coaxing them because they should have reacted for your troubling them as well as their चाइल्डनेस में बच्चे थे. बच्चे होने के बावजूद भी इतने सयाने थे कि सारे बुजुर्गों का मन डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना, इसलिए एनी डिफिकल्टी यू गेव दे वेंट थ्रू. No, Vidura says, therefore, iti upama satam. Are these not enough reasons to say that they are Sat Purushas, the Pandavas? Tantavaha hai. You know, they are the sole future for us. Nityam apyayitaha, they were taken care of by you. Tanavaha, such a cute, tender fellows. Baulasamaha, bahun, bahutvad, ayasan santi. How many years, how many times they have gone through all the dukkha without reaction, because so many big people are in Kali, in this Kuru Vamsha, they may feel hurt, they may get disturbed, you know. Matlab, many a time Bhima and Arjuna must have shouted, and it is there, you can see in Mahabharata, पूरे इतने कहानियां हैं, भैया मेरे को छोड़ो, जाकर उसको पीट के आऊंगा, मार के आऊंगा, काट के आऊंगा. हमेशा युधिष्ठिर स्टाफ्स रे फॉरगिव देम, दे आर डोंट नो आवर एल्डर्स, दे आर, ये हमारे ताऊ जी है, ताऊ ही है ना, ताऊ के बेटे भाई, व्हाट भाई, दैट फेलो ट्रबल्ड मी, ही टुक अवे माय फूड एंड ऑल, भीष्मा shouting, भीमा, but Santana, no, never. No, if you fight with them, the Tauji feels bad, the Gandhari feels bad, and then Bhishmacharya feels bad. He's our such a wonderful grandfather. For their sake, for their sake, for their sake. Let's not harm them, let's not hurt them. Such a tender heart, such a cute fellows. Is that not enough information to know that they are Satpurushas? Upama Satam? Is it not? Huh? Therefore, now you and I understand why Pandavas have become famous as good. These are the reasons. कभी उन्होंने retaliate नहीं किया उन्होंने. So many Rishi Munis also there, Brahman elders were there, which सहते थे. This is a dignity. How beautiful that quality. And अब तो इतना हद ही पार हो गया. Nowadays what you are doing? बचपन में भी विश्व वगैरह पिलाए, अब तो लाक्षागृह में डाल के दहन कर दी और गलत ढंग से वो उनको हराया, और क्या है, अब द्रौपदी को इतना भयंकर अपमान कर दी. ये सब होने के बाद वाली बातें. इधर नीति आफ्टर ऑल दैट they are good people, no more troubling them. Okay, same way, Dhumayantin Vyapetani Jwalanti Saitani Cha Dhatarashtolmukani Va Jnatayo Bharatarshava. Wonderful shloka it is. Jnatis who are not as good as Pandavas. The bad Jnatis, when they are alag, they will affect us like the dhua. When they are together, they affect us like the fire. They will burn like the fire if all the gnatis come together. They will make us suffocated with the smoke like smoke if they are separate. In general, the gnatis. And in every of the clans or family, the problems are not from the unknown people, it is from the gnati. And for your luck and fortune, you have Pandavas who don't have this negative quality. And you are unnecessarily troubling them. एक ज्ञाति का नाम लेते ही वो हमको दुखी करने वाले होते हैं. ये तो ऐसे ज्ञाति हैं आपको इतने प्रेम करते हैं, आप इनको तंग कर रहे हो. इस कारण से तुमको नींद नहीं आ रहा, इस कारण से तुम्हें मन चिंतित है. ओह दैट इज वाई यू आर ऑलवेज अपराइड. ये मेरा बेटे को क्या करेगा, ये तो जलता हुआ अग्नि है, छुपाया हुआ अग्नि है. दैट्स व्हाट द वर्ड्स यूज्ड बाय धृतराष्ट्र फॉर युधिष्ठिरा. विद दैट ओनली स्टार्टेड हिज क्वेश्चन. Drop all the Veda Buddhi. Drop all the Drushti that they are negative. No, they always positive, loving. You call them, take them to your heart. Already they are so much respectful reverence to you, and they don't have their father. If you give that fatherly love, वो तो पूरा फिदा हो जाएंगे आपके लिए. A common sense way are you not using, and you will not use it because of his attachment to Duryodhana, followed by influence by Duryodhana with all his Rakshasatva, which he has got from his Dushasana, Karna and Shakuni. वो तीनों मिलकर दुर्योधन को खराब करते हैं. दुर्योधन के कारण धृतराष्ट्र में बेवकूफी आया. Therefore, Vidura or Krishna or anybody tells him anything, including Bhishma, he will not listen. It's a very subjective, very subtle thought it is. In Vyavahara, how do you get falters? I will not explain all that. लंबा चौड़ा होएगा वो होमवर्क टू. एंड ज्ञाति मतलब क्या हो, देखो आपको ज्ञातियों से समधियों से शादी तो हो गया, 2 साल तो अच्छे रहते हैं. देर आफ्टर यू स्टार्ट फाइटिंग विद दैट समधी बिकॉज his daughter, who is your daughter-in-law, is not properly responding, or his son, who is your son-in-law, is not attending to your daughter. ज्ञातियों से जिंदगी भर टेंशन, एक डायरेक्शन नहीं तो दूसरे डायरेक्शन आ ही जाएगा. Most of the cases, if in any house it is not there, they are unfortunate because they don't go to satsang. Like that. Wonderful shlokas. It will flow like this. अब देखो व्यवहार के लिए कितने अच्छे बात है, पाप से बचाते हैं हमको. ओके, शांति.